Good morning, everyone. Sean here, and I want to talk to you about a term that I've heard a lot before I started my journey with my walk with Jesus, and it's a term I heard before my walk, and it's a term that you hear a lot when you're dealing with Christians, and the term is righteousness. Guys, I want to go in and I'm going to do a couple of videos on righteousness because it's explained quite a bit in the New Testament and even in the Old. You find it back in Genesis with Abraham. And righteousness, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I heard the word righteousness in my life, it automatically puts me to that holier than thou Christian, does no wrong, think they're better because they're tithing or whatever they're doing. They think I'm righteous and you're not. And what I want to show you with righteousness is a lot like salvation. It's a gift, and it's no degrees in righteousness. It's not something I can earn more of or less of. It's a gift. I'm either righteous or I'm not. It's not, and I'm going to show you that because what righteousness actually is in God's eyes is right standing. He's gonna put me into right standing with Himself through my belief in Jesus Christ and what Jesus done for me on the cross. So it's nothing I earned. It's nothing I can do to receive it but believe. Because like I've told you in these videos before, salvation is not earned, it's a gift. Jesus said that. Paul says that. All of the Gospels that are written show you that it is a gift. If it wasn't a gift, and we could earn that, if we could earn our way to heaven or we could earn our way into right standing with God, then my question to you and everybody else would be, why did Jesus die? Why did He take that punishment and take everything He took for me, even when I didn't deserve it? Why did He do that if I could earn it? There was no need for Him to do that. And I think even Paul says that in one of his letters he wrote. But righteousness is right standing with God. And how are we put into right standing with God? Well, Paul's going to tell us plainly. I'm going to read to you guys out of Romans 1. And it's going to be I'm going to start with verse 17. It's Romans 1:17. And it says, "This gospel unveils a continual revelation of God's righteousness, given to us when we believe. And it moves us from receiving life through faith to the power of living by faith. And this is what the scripture means when it says we are right with God through life-giving faith." Well, guys, He's telling us right here. It's going to be a couple of these videos because I want to go into it further. I don't want to read one verse and, oh man, that doesn't prove your point. No, we're going to have a couple of these because it's talked about a lot. It's a word that you hear a lot when you start your walk even before you start your walk. You hear Christians, oh man, you got to get righteous. You got to live a righteous life. It's a gift, just like your salvation. You can't do anything to earn it, but believe in Jesus Christ. That's what makes us right with God. Not our works, not our tithing. I've had people talk about, preaching on. I preach a lot about love, and I'm always going to, because I know how much He loves me now. Because I didn't deserve any of the grace He has shown me in the past year. I didn't deserve it. Didn't earn it. And now going in, I know, in fact, you can't take it from me how much He loves me. And you can't tell me He doesn't love me. And you can't tell me that I live with a narcissist God that is just can't wait to throw me in hell, because it's so far from the truth when we look at it. So yes, I'm going to talk a lot about love, and I'm going to talk about this righteousness, because guys, once you truly encounter just how much you're loved and you ask him into your life, people, oh man, it gives people a license to sin. No, because people don't need this for a license to sin. I mean, if you're looking for a license to sin, there's a lot of ways to go about it. What I'm telling you is, when you accept him and you ask him into your life and you ask him into your heart and you surrender to him and you start encountering just how much he loves you, and you start encountering him not here and there, or not every once in a while, but you start encountering him on a daily and a weekly, then that stuff that you always knew were wrong, your desire to go and do that stuff, I mean, it's going to fall away. You're not going to have the desire to go do it anymore. And it's nothing we earned. Our salvation, he talks here about, he moves us from receiving life through faith. So we receive life when we believe in Jesus. That's the first type of faith, is our belief. That's life-giving faith. That is, my faith gives me life, and it brings me into right standing with God. It makes me righteous in God's eyes. Well, what's the power of living by faith that we talk about here? That's the power of, as this world is throwing things at us, which it does, that goes back to that foundation video. Jesus told us when the storms come, not if. I don't have to go through them alone anymore. And I don't have to face the fact, does God love me, or is this punishment? No. The power of living in faith, that has to become faith has to become our address, and we have to operate out of faith. And when we start operating out of faith, it gives you a power that I can't explain to you. It's going to give you power over things, and people are going to look at you and think it's, man, how do you even make it? And, I don't make it. Sean, no, he doesn't make it. But my faith I have in Jesus and what he has shown me, that's the only way I make it. That's my strength. So guys, we're going to go into this a little further in another video. I'm going to do a few of these on righteousness and right standing, but I love y'all, and more importantly, so does God. Thank you.